Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to our second installment of the Benchies, BenchWire's awards for the NFL season. Welcome, grab some popcorn, pop open a bottle of champagne, and celebrate with us. Because it's going to be a fun episode where we break down all the awards that we think players are going to get, right? And I got Mr. Pay Saquon with me. How you doing, Mr. Pay Saquon?
Yes, Pay Saquon. I'm doing well. I'm excited for the new benchies, the new format, and all that. So it should be a good award show.
Dude, I gotta say you look absolutely exquisite. Like, my God, you look good, man.
Yeah, you too. You look stunning,
I,
beautiful.
I like your shades. Yes, yes. With our first award, Mr. Madden Ratings Adjuster, me. We're gonna start off with Offensive Rookie of the Year. The most prestige, nah, joking, not the most prestigious award, but this award goes to the offensive rookie that might have the brightest potential, the brightest future going forward that we saw from a rookie offensive player. So, without further ado, I'll turn it over to Mr. Pay Saquon for this one. Go ahead.
Mr. Pay Saquon. So there's a lot of great candidates, and we're going to say an honorable mention for every award here today. So there's a lot of great candidates, right? But an honorable mention before I get to my official award for who's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. My honorable mention is Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua, he was a stud this year, coming out of the fifth round of the draft. Replaced Odell on the Rams, and he balled out, man. And broke records in his rookie year. He broke a lot of rookie records, and he was the leading receiver on the LA Rams, and he got them a playoff berth, and he was good in that playoff game as well. So got to give an honorable mention to Puka Nacua. But if I had to give the award to somebody, I have to give it to number 2 overall pick, C.J. Stroud from the Houston Texans. He was a stud this year. He changed the culture there in Houston. He balled out for sure. And I got the stats here to show it. Let's look at it. All right. So he got 23 touchdowns and 5 picks. That touchdown to interception ratio, pretty damn good for a rookie quarterback. He had 4,108 yards, and he had a 100.8 QBR. Like, man was balling out this year. Got them a playoff berth. Got them a playoff win in his first season at quarterback for the Houston Texans. And, his future is bright, and he's a rising star in this league. So that is my Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
I am so sold on that I'm going to bump him up in Madden 25 to a 91 overall
Oh,
right
yeah.
now because he's my Offensive Rookie of the Year, too.
I love
and
it.
You articulated that so beautifully. I don't even have to go any further. I had the stats pulled up too, but you took care of that for me. Honorable mention. You mentioned my receiver Puka Nacua that I found, and
Yeah.
I adjusted his rating to like an 84 overall. But that's going to go up even higher to like
84,
88.
that's a little too low.
Yeah, I'm gonna go higher with him. Yeah, man. But Kyron Williams needs an honorable mention. I don't know if he's a rookie or not, but if he
I don't,
is,
I
I
don't,
love
I don't
you.
think he
You're
is.
great.
I don't think he is.
But you're great. You're
He
great
was a
though.
great
I
Ram,
just wanted
but
to I just
trust
wanted to
me.
shout you out though.
I'm gonna look up when he started though, because I'm pretty sure he's not a rookie.
Um,
Yeah, he
but
played
I but
last year. Last year
I
was his
just
rookie year.
fine, fine,
Sophomore year, great sophomore year.
fine. Yeah, sophomore year.
Offensive
My bad for
sophomore of the
not
year.
knowing.
Offensive
I got too many
sophomore of the year.
players to. I got too many players to evaluate, man, for Madden ratings adjuster. That you forget what year they came out.
I understand that.
But Kyron, you're going to be at least like an 80, 88 too. You're going to both be at 88s.
I
Puka
like that. I
Nacua.
like that a lot.
And then CJ Stroud, you're like a 91. Madden 25 when we put Brock Purdy on the cover. So, next category. We got the DROI. Defensive Rookie of the Year. This is personally my favorite, right? I get so excited talking about Defensive Rookies of the Year. It's my favorite topic to talk about. So I can't wait to dive
You
into
do?
this. Yeah. And knowing me, I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm obviously going with Jalen. No, I'm going with Devin Witherspoon. Why?
Ooh,
Because he balled out, man. He balled out.
did
He
he?
played in 14 games Played in 14 games. That's incredible, right? He started 13 of them. He had an interception, which is great, but he returned that to a touchdown too. It was that the Giants game. It might have been. I don't know. It could have been
It
that
was.
Daniel Jones interception. Yeah. Okay. Great.
It was.
See, and he got nominated for a Pro Bowl. I can't wait to watch him play too. Let's see what else he got. 79 combined tackles. Whoa, that's big. 8 tackles for loss. 4 quarterback hits. Are you joking for a corner? Yeah, the interceptions are going to go up too. And 1 forced fumble. Man, this guy's good. This guy's a stud. I feel like honorable mention is Jalen Carter. I think he was on track. But then during the second half, he kind of slipped a little bit just with the rest of the Eagles team. So Devin Witherspoon was more consistent, so I gave him the nod. And you, my friend, are going to be like an 87. 87. I got you at 87 overall. And yes, welcome. You're my favorite defensive rookie of the year of all time.
Ooh, all time? Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Charles Woodson who?
Charles Woodson who? All right. So I'm going to go in a different direction here, but I got to mention my honorable mention before we talk about the one who won it all. My defensive rookie of the year honorable mention is Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, he balled out, and he had a hell of a year for the Eagles. And like you said, he kind of had a downward spiral in that second half of the year, but still had a hell of a season. And he's going to be a menace for the Eagles for years to come. And he was a steal at, I think, 8 overall. So
number 9.
congrats
Number
Eagles
9. 9, baby.
Number
Bijan
9
was 8. Bijan was 8.
Oh, my bad. But, he had a hell of a year, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for years to come. But my defensive rookie of the year is – who is it? It's
Devin
Will
Witherspoon.
Anderson. Will Anderson Jr., not Devin Witherspoon. Will Anderson Jr. He had a hell of a year in his first year as a defensive rookie of the year. He helped as well change the culture in that Houston Texans locker room, and he was a stud, drafted number 3 overall, I believe, the pick right after C.J. Stroud, and he made a hell of an impact. Will Anderson for sure. He had 45 combined tackles, 16 assist tackles, and 7 sacks on the year. And that second half of the year, he had a lot of sacks and helped them win big, crucial games at the end of the stretch. So I think Will Anderson was the best rookie of the year for defense. So that's who I got, Will Anderson Jr. Ooh, you like
I respect the Alabama guy. I like
Alabama. You got to pick the Alabama.
No, I went with the Illinois guy.
Okay.
Yes, but I like Will Anderson though. But now, coach of the year. I lied. I didn't like defensive of the year, but I love coaches. This is my favorite award. Coach of the year. They stand on the sideline. I can't really give them overalls. They're not really. They don't have good. They don't have overalls to them in the game. But we're gonna fix that in Madden 25 because I got people written down that I think are strong coaches of the year, but I default to Mr. Pay Saquon.
Oh,
Who do you got coach of the year?
So I'm gonna get a guy that performed very well this year, and he changed their culture around for sure. And you probably think I'm about to say D'Amico Ryans, but no, it's not D'Amico Ryans. I got Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is my coach of the year. What he was able to do with the Lions program, get them back on top, win their first playoff game in over 30 years, win the division. Dan Campbell, the Lions, their future is bright. They're headed in the right direction. I like what he did with the squad, man. Like Jared Goff was balling out, and him retaining so far his staff. We don't know if Aaron Glenn's leaving and all that, but keeping Ben Johnson on the offensive staff, Ben Johnson wants to work there because he likes relationships, and being with Dan Campbell is the reason why he wants to stay there. But, all in all, Dan Questionable had some, questionable decisions for going for it on 4th down, but it doesn't matter. He still changed the culture. The team, it was his first year in the playoffs. They're going to be a contender for years to come. So give me Dan Campbell as my coach of the year. And my honorable mention was D'Amico Ryans.
Mm-hmm. How much is it Ben Johnson, though, is my question. That's why I'm going to tick him down some points a little bit. I think
why is Ben
there's
Johnson
a lot on
staying?
Ben Johnson. Why? Because he asked for too much money from the
Because Dan
Commanders and
Campbell's
the
about to bite his kneecap off.
Seahawks.
That's why.
See,
Yeah.
I can't pick a coach that bites kneecaps. That's just
What do
me
you
and
mean?
chokes playoff games. It should have been out round 1 against the Rams if they called better plays. Damn it, McVay. Damn it. I had that one picked. Damn it. All right. My coach of the year. Honorable mention to Kevin Stefanski for staying around, staying relevant through the course of Deshaun Watson going down, Nick Chubb going down, and your offense still being very, very solid. And that defense was good as well all year. Gotta give Stefanski a lot of credit. But yeah, my coach of the year is the only right answer. It is D'Amico Ryans. Why? He changed the whole culture around. They nailed their first 2 picks with Will Anderson Jr. and CJ Stroud. Absolutely nailed it. Turned the franchise around. You have to give him credit for bringing over Bobby Slowick from the 49ers. That was a big get for them. That helped with their offensive side of the ball and made CJ Stroud an elite quarterback in his first season, amassing 4,100 yards. Great stuff there. And yeah, that defense was flying around making plays. I keep bringing up that inside the NFL thing, the clip. Christian Harris is like, hey, you could step in front of this, and you can pick it off. What did he do? He picked it off. Easy. He's that kind of coach. He knows the game. He was a player too, like Dan Campbell, but a better player than Dan Campbell. It was so, and a better coach because he would have kicked those field goals if he was in that situation. Because he knows football better, right? So I think my pick is D'Amico Ryans because it was more shocking. We knew the Lions had playmakers, and this came out of nowhere, right? Nico Collins came on the scene, Tank Dell. Everyone came on the scene when this guy showed up. And that was a coaching carousel before they had David Coley and they had Lovie Smith. Now they bring in D'Amico, and everything seems to correct itself. So, D'Amico Ryans, you're my coach of the year. You'll be easily like a 92 overall coach.
What's Dan Campbell, though?
Like an 85.
85? No.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be a 90.
Yeah, he's like a glorified Nick Sirianni, bro.
He's better than Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
He got his team to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, Nick got him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they had to play a whole game of Brock Purdy.
Who got him hurt, though? We did.
Yeah.
Don't hate the player. Hate the
Jonathan
game.
Gannon did it.
Jonathan Gannon. No, Hassan Reddick did it, actually.
Yeah,
you want to be technical with it. Next, comeback player of the year. Oh, wait, whoa. Going back in time.
Here we go!
I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. Welcome to comeback player of the year. For the Benchies. Yes. Who do I have? Baker Mayfield is my comeback player of the year. I can pull up his stats real quick. BAKER not T, damn it, MYF.
I already have it. You're supposed to have it pulled up.
Hit the search bar, and then we got Baker Mayfield. What did he do this year? Yes. His first year at Tampa Bay, right? This is my comeback player of the year. He threw for 28 touchdowns with only 10 interceptions. Wonderful job. How many yards did he amass? 4,000. Incredible stuff, Baker Mayfield. You saved your season. You're at least like an 86 overall. And, you're going to get paid. Congrats. Arnold out.
Yo, come on. It's time to announce this year's comeback player of the year. Let's go. Now. So, who is it going to be? Let's find out now. My honorable mention for comeback player of the year is Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin was able to get back on the field this year and play for the Buffalo Bills, and he made the impact immediately right that secondary when all those players went down with the injury and he was able to get in there and make plays and tackle for loss. He was very good but couldn't do well on fourth down conversion for a fake punt. But now the 2023 comeback player of the year is Baker Mayfield, quarterback, Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Yes, Baker Mayfield was sensational. You heard the stats from the Madden ratings adjuster. He's an 86 overall now. Yes, he turned around the franchise. He's going to get another contract. He was sensational. He was amazing. Mike Evans was a top 10 receiver this year because of Baker Mayfield. And Chris Godwin was amazing as well. Yes, so with that being said, Baker Mayfield, he won a playoff game. He beat the Philadelphia Eagles. He beat the frauds. He got the job done, and he's going to be playing another year of football with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, my comeback player of the year.
Anything else you want to add, Arnold?
Arnold left.
Oh, no, he's gone. He
left the building.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Arnold. Thank you. Wonderful job. Wow. Now it's time to transition. I don't know how we're going to follow that up. Damn, Arnold.
I don't know. We got to get more guests in here. We got to think on the fly. I don't know who we're going to pull for the benchies, but we were able to get Agent State Farm in here, so that was pretty cool.
Offensive player of the year. Oh, what's that? Hold on, I'm getting something.
Oh, someone's
joining us now is Coach Glenn Livers.
Here we go. We are going nowhere all night long. All right? We're just going to keep playing. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to keep playing. And at the end, that'll make us the winner. All right? That's going to make us the winner.
Right. Aren't you supposed to be coaching the Milwaukee Bucks right now? And aren't you a basketball guy? Well, you know, Justin, I really love football. I love offense, right? I believe we're getting the ball to your best players. So my offensive player of the year, I have to give a shout out to like the Christian CeeDee Lamb, honorable mention, absolutely balled out. But you know something? Tyreek Hill was incredible this year. He's my offensive player of the year. Let's type in his name and Football Reference real quick. Scroll up here. Tyreek Hill.
It's hard to keep a straight face with.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so according to my analysis from an analytics department in Milwaukee, we have Tyreek Hill has amassed 1,799 yards, almost 1,800 yards there, and amassed his career high at 13 touchdowns this past season and about 112 yards per game. Absolutely sensational, right? Give him the ball every play. My kind of offense, right? Just like I fed Joel Embiid in Philadelphia. Just give him the ball. A pecking order. It goes Tyreek Hill, Tyreek Hill, Tyreek Hill every play. I love it. I love what I saw. Great coaching. Choked in the first round of playoffs, just like I do. Brilliant job. You're incredible, Tyreek.
Who's your honorable mention?
Oh, I already told you. CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb? You already told me? I got lost in the sauce.
You don't listen to your coach. Like, when I give my motivational speech, I say, come on, guys. Come on, play harder. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. Don't probably lose in the second round every damn year. Okay? You're getting me real pissed off. Damn it. CeeDee Mother Humpin' Lamb is my honorable mention. And as a minor ratings adjuster, Tyreek Hill is like at least a 98 overall.
My offensive player of the year honorable mention is Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill is very good this year. He performed very well. Got banged up a little bit. I think it hurt his stats a little bit, but he was sensational for sure. Was a generational talent this year. Made a great impact to that Dolphins offense. Like, you tune in every Sunday to Red Zone, you see him scoring a touchdown. It was beautiful. And, you know, you got to respect Tyreek Hill. He's one of the fastest players in this game. And I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. And it's just greatness when you watch him every Sunday. So you got to respect what he did this year. But I'm going to give the Offensive Player of the Year to Christian McCaffrey. He was also in the MVP conversation as well, but they're never going to give it to a running back. They should, but they won't. But Christian McCaffrey had a hell of a year. Let's take a look at the stats, shall we? Christian McCaffrey, 1,400 rushing yards, 14 touchdowns, and I believe he had like 9 or so receiving as well. So he had over 20 total touchdowns this year. He almost broke the record for most consecutive games with a touchdown. So Christian McCaffrey, his team's right now in the Super Bowl. He had a hell of a year. He's staying healthy, and he's been a workhorse, man. Like, he's been balling out all year. Gotta respect the man, and he's the best running back in the league. And today it was just announced by the Madden ratings adjuster that he is in the 99 club. So Christian McCaffrey is my offensive player of the year.
Now, as we move from one side of the ball, we must go to the other side of the ball and talk about our defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah.
The floor is yours. The floor is
Ooh.
yours.
So, my defensive player of the year, honorable mention. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd probably give it to TJ Watt. TJ Watt was a force to be reckoned with this year. He got banged up near the end of the year, but he was still balling. The Steelers, they made a playoff berth, and he's one of the best pass rushers in this league by far. So he's going to be my honorable mention for the 2023 Benchies. But if I had to pick the defensive player of the year, I would give it to defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett was a force to be reckoned with. He was sensational this year. And let's pull up the stats, shall we? Myles Garrett, he had, guess how many sacks? 14 sacks this year, and he had 42 tackles and 9 assisted tackles. But, the Browns, they found a way to make, a playoff spot. They didn't win in the first round, but with all those injuries and all that, Myles Garrett was one of those guys that was in there every day, balling out, working towards being a playoff team, and the Browns got it done. He's always a top 5, top 3, maybe top 2 pass rusher every year, and I wish I had him on my team, so he's my defense player of the year.
Man, you almost had it right. I have the same people, but in different orders.
Ooh.
And I'm about to blow you away. You read Myles Garrett's stats. Impressive, right? That's honorable mention worthy. What was Myles Garrett's sacks again, Steve? Hold on. I didn't
14.
hear you. What was 14? Okay. All right. Do you know how many TJ Watt has?
I guess 15.
Oh no. He had 19. He had 19 sacks.
Did he?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And you know what? For the first time in his career, he had a fumble return for a touchdown too. Yes.
Myles Garrett
He also had 4 forced fumbles too. Yes. 3 fumble recoveries, 8 passes deflected at the line. Incredible stuff. Oh wait, I didn't get to tackles. How many tackles did Myles Garrett have? He said 40 something.
42
tackles. Oh well, make it 68 for TJ Watt. So
he's a linebacker. He's a little different.
No, he brushes off the edge. Same position as him. Better player. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's TJ Watt. I'll take him every day and twice on Sunday over any defensive player in the league. He's a dog. He's the best defensive player in the league, bar none. He's already better than his brother, and he should be a 99 overall.
Pretty good case, but take him Myles Garrett.
I destroyed your case.
Take Myles Garrett.
I destroyed it.
Period.
I destroyed it. And a linebacker to get 19 sacks and the guy plays edge. So how's that happen?
Because he's getting double team. He's getting double team and triple team because they don't have anyone else.
So is TJ.
Yeah, but the Steelers, they have more people to worry about. Steelers got more people to worry about.
No, so you're gonna brush Zadarius Smith like that?
He's not that good.
He is good.
He's good, but he's not Myles Garrett good.
And Myles Garrett's not TJ Watt good. Which brings us to our most controversial topic yet. Most valuable player. Is anyone coming? Do we have anyone coming? My line's kind of sag. I don't think anyone wants to call in right now. All right, we'll continue. MVP. You want me to go first, or?
Yeah, you gotta go first because I went first last time.
Oh, honorable mention, Patrick Mahomes. Right? Why?
Ooh.
He's in the Super Bowl again. He's probably one of the
It's the
greatest
regular
quarterbacks
season
of
mode,
all
though.
time. Oh, I don't care. Look at what he. Look at all the dysfunction they had in the regular season, and look at where they finished. First in the AFC West, absolutely incredible. Balled out, proved why he's the best every year, and they can win it every year. So just by default, he's a honorable mention. But the reason why I didn't mention this particular fellow I could have mentioned him earlier, an offensive player year. I thought about it, but I'm like, you know what? He's the MVP. That's Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, you are the MVP. Why? Because when I watch every 49ers game, who is the centerpiece? Who is the engine that it runs around? It is Mr. CMC. He gets that thing going, man. It's incredible. It's incredible stuff what he's doing. Never really see that from a running back. And like Steven said earlier, right? They don't give it to running backs. But I'm gonna make the case here in just a second on why they should. They should do it. Why? Highest yards of his career, 1459. That's almost 1,500 yards there. Rushing, that's incredible. And touchdowns, yeah, he had 14 of them, 14 touchdowns. Amazing stuff. And as well as that, he had seven receiving touchdowns too, with 564 yards. Absolute dual threat. He amassed for around 2,000 yards of offense on the year. Incredible stuff, man. He's balling out for San Fran. It's great to see him on a relevant team too, and he's in the Super Bowl. And that's my pick. Got a Pro Bowler. He's like the top running back in the league by far. No one even can touch him. So yeah, Mr. Christian McCaffrey, you are my MVP, sir.
I love it. I should have done that too, but I kind of went with the clear-cut favorite. But we're gonna get into him in a second. My honorable mention for MVP is Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy has played amazing this year. I think he's been a top 10 quarterback. He's been balling out. You saw what he was able to do in the NFC Championship game, down 24-7, had 27 unanswered points for them 49ers, and punched the ticket to go to Super Bowl 58. He had a hell of a regular season as well. I don't know his stats because he's my honorable mention, but I think he had like at least over 30-plus touchdowns, and interceptions, there wasn't that many. And he was one of the best game managers this year, and that's what people call him, and I'll say that too. He's one of the best. But yeah, he dialed in, and he followed what Kyle Shanahan told him to do, and not a lot of quarterbacks can do that. Not a lot of quarterbacks can do that, and that's respect, especially in his second year. He was a 7th-round pick last year and the last overall pick in the NFL draft, and what he's been able to do, coming off the elbow injury as well. It was a great, season for Brock Purdy, and you got to give him a lot of respect. That's why he's my honorable mention. But my MVP is Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. He led his team to the number 1 seed in the AFC, and he had another great season as well. They were the best rushing team in the NFL, and that was because of Lamar and because of that offensive line and because of them running backs. They were one of the best teams in the league, and Lamar had a great year. You give him weapons, man. You give him Zay Flowers. You give him Mark Andrews. Odell's in the fold as well. Like, he had a great year, finally staying healthy as well. When he could stay healthy, the Ravens, they're that much of a playoff team, and they could be a contender every year. So I think Lamar Jackson is my MVP for the 2023 Benchies.
Okay. No comment.
No comment.
Now,
You can comment.
a new topic in the Benchies, a new assignment. Least valuable player of the year. This is not something you'll see in the NFL honors, but because we're awesome and we're innovative in this space, we want to give you least valuable player options. So, since I went first on the MVP, it's my honor to let Mr. Pay Saquon go first. So I'm assuming Saquon's not a least valuable player if you want him to get paid. So who is
No,
your
I don't think
least
he was
valuable player?
he was the Giants' most valuable player on offense. I will say that right here, right now. But the most, or not the most least. No, we'll call it the least valuable player
Least of
for
the
the
least.
NFL this year is a guy. So what this category is pretty much a guy that underperformed a lot, and they could fall in the category of getting paid a lot and not doing much for their team. So if my player falls under that category, and that's going to be Mr. Miles Sanders, running back for the Carolina Panthers. So you saw what he did last year for the Eagles, and he was a product of that offensive line. He was great. He had a hell of a year last year. He signs a nice little deal with the Panthers, and he gets benched not even halfway through the season for Chuba Hubbard, and he was awful. He was the least valuable player in the NFL. Let's pull up the stats. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a Pro Bowl season for Miles Sanders at all. So let's pull up the stats here because it was pathetic. Everyone started him this year or drafted him in fantasy and awful, right? So you want to know his stats? He had 129
I do.
carries, so that's awful. You need to have more carries than that if you're going to be a guy and want to be the number one, workhorse in that offense for Bryce Young. He had 432 rushing yards. Okay, pathetic. He had one rushing touchdown. I repeat, one rushing touchdown. And he averaged 3.3 yards per carry. This was a guy that had 10 plus touchdowns last year with the Eagles. I know he was a product of that offensive line and that whole offense with Jalen Hurts and all that, and they had to worry about the receivers and all that. So he was getting some carries and some touches. This year, he goes to the worst team in the NFL, and he was nothing. He was awful. He was their least valuable player, and he got benched for Chuba Hubbard. So that is my least valuable player of the year, Miles Sanders.
So you see, when you're a fan of a particular team, you tend to turn a blind eye to your glaring holes, your glaring weaknesses. So what do I mean by this, Steve? You have turned a blind eye to your own team's problems. Your team's problem and least valuable player in the entire NFL, who was once a hell of a talent, but can't stay healthy, and is a big cap hit. Mr. Darren Waller, you're my least valuable player of the year. Because why? He only played 12 games this year, and really hasn't amounted to much, really. So he only had one touchdown. He only had one touchdown this year on 500 yards. You're like, okay, I guess that's okay, but he's getting paid top 5 tight end money. Let's look at his cap hit. Oh, so coming up in 2024, he's 32 years of age, and he has a $14 million cap hit. Ooh, that's not good. And you traded some picks for him. You did. You traded
for him, and we traded. I don't care.
Yeah, you traded for him, and now he's 14. Now he's 14. Now he's 14 million. No, you don't trade for an injury-prone player, though. That's a mistake. Jones Jane's trending to fraud territory.
Here we go.
He's trending there. But they haven't out. They could cut him. It would be a $7 million cap hit, which you may want to consider because this guy's a bust, and he's not good. So, and he's not even top 10 tight end anymore. So, as a friend of Mr. Pay Saquon, I would cut him and then pay Saquon. So that way you're happy.
Ooh,
so
happy.
Fraud of the year. I mean, least valuable player, Darren Waller.
Fraud of the year's coming up though.
Oh, it's coming up right now, actually. Oh.
So you're up for this one. You got to go first. So you got to tell them what the award is, right? What's all about?
Yes. Fraud of the year, right? We could pick any player, any coach, or any team that's a fraud of the year candidate. Yes, any team in general. So it pains me to do this. Like I mentioned, you turn a blind eye to your favorite team. I would never do that. I'm a real fan. I would never turn a blind eye to my deficiencies. Hold on, I got something coming in my ear. Hold on. You want to accept this award? All right, you can accept this award. Oh, Thank you. I'll hold my award. Oh, hello everyone. I am I'm Nick Sirianni of the Philadelphia Eagles. I am the head coach of the football team. I don't really run the offense. I don't really run the defense. I'm the head coach. I'm the head coach of the football team. The garden that we grew last season, it was beautiful. We had sunflowers, we had daisies. It was sprouting up like a beautiful tree, a beautiful plant. And then halfway through the season, it got stomped on and stomped on and stomped on, and it got sprayed on with Roundup. And and that's on the head coach of the football team. That's my offense, and my offense stunk. It really stunk, and that's my offense. That's my fault. But I'm the fraud of the year because I convinced Jeffrey Lurie to keep me around. I did. I sold him a plan, and he took it brilliantly, and I'm still here, and I still got another chance to bring a Super Bowl, man, and prove why I'm the greatest coach of all time. I'm the greatest coach of all time. I'm the greatest coach of all time. What more is there? What more is there to say? I will accept this Fraud of the Year award on behalf of the Academy. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Philadelphia and all the players and my head coaching ability. I will now be sitting in defensive meetings. And I'll be sitting in on offensive meetings and being the focal leader of this team. Thank you. Wow, give it up to Coach Sirianni. Fraud of the Year.
I think he might be coming back up.
Oh, do you want me to get him back on? Oh.
No, I'm not making fun of him. But kind of am. Fraud of the Year, I wasn't gonna give it just to Nick Sirianni. I gave it to the whole team. I picked the Philadelphia Eagles. You can't start a season 10-1 and you're expected to be Super Bowl contenders and fall off the way that they did. It was very concerning, and I don't know how that happens, especially with the schedule being that easy. To end the year, you lose 1 to the Giants, you lose 1 to the Cardinals, you lose 1 to the Seahawks. They lost 6 of the last 7. I forget who else they lost to, but it was a lot of games, right? They lost those easy ones at the end to, try and get in the playoffs, have a better seed, try and get the number 1 seed. They easily could have done it. I don't know what happened. There was a lot of problems that happened during, I guess, that span of 7 games. But yeah, Nick Sirianni, I think he's one of the most to blame, right? Hiring Sean Desai and, bringing Brian Johnson and promoting him to OC. Questionable decisions for sure. But all in all, they're the fraud of the year because everyone expected him to go to Super Bowl and everyone was praising him when they were winning these close games. Like, oh, they beat the Chiefs. They beat the Bills. Like, yeah, they beat those teams, but when it mattered most, they crumbled, and it was awful. And they were supposed to be the best, probably the best team in the NFC this year. The roster was loaded. I know they had some holes, but like the way it was humming earlier on and then how it just fell off a cliff, that just can't happen. We'll see what they do with the new hires and all that, but it was just awful to watch. I enjoyed it, though, as a Giants fan. I really did. But we do get to see another year with the fraud, Nick Sirianni, coaching this football team because, he's not the head coach of the offense. He's not the head coach of the defense. He's the head coach of the football team. But, yeah, the Eagles are the fraud of the year. Everyone expected them to be, right back in the Super Bowl. All the offseason additions, getting Jalen Carter, right? And everyone else that they got, DeAndre Swift. But it was just very disappointing season. And, hopefully they can, get right back on track, but we will see. But, yeah, my fraud of the year, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Very nice. I'm glad we're on the same page for once. But these next 2 categories, and then we'll conclude. These are more of the fun topics we get to show.
Yes,
so we're going to go with memes first.
Yeah.
If Mr. Amplo
Mr.
wants to share his
Mr.
meme first.
All right. So back on the Eagles track, I am going to present my best meme of the year, courtesy of NFL Memes on Instagram. So let's present my screen here. Oh, wait. I lied. It's Ghetto Gronk. I lied. Courtesy of Ghetto Gronk. So, yeah. So Jalen Hurts, when he's asked to lead a game-winning drive instead of doing an 80-yard tush push, shits the bed. I like it. You probably can't see these videos here because they're kind of fucked up, but I don't know why. And an EDP, and then Jalen Hurts missing Devontae Smith on a wide-open check down. This was the Eagles' downfall, and it's on full display here on Ghetto Gronk, courtesy of Ghetto Gronk. And we got some more videos that I can't play. We got these would have been great, but I can't play them. Do you see them on your end? Because I don't see them.
I don't see him.
Okay.
I'm
And
glad.
for all the-
I'm glad I don't see him. This is
yeah.
awesome.
That would have been funny, but you get the point. The Eagles, they were a laughingstock for that second half of the year, and I enjoyed it a lot. But this pretty much sums up the end of the season right here. Just Jalen Hurts and the Eagles shitting the bed and not getting the job done. I just enjoyed that. That's my favorite memes of the year because they were the frauds of the year, and then Ghetto Gronk put it all together so beautifully on his Instagram page. So there you go. That is my best meme of the year. And now I will turn it over to Justin to share his beautiful screen.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, man, at my expense as your friend. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, I did. It was
Because
great
I did not join that. Thank God I didn't see the videos because that would make me really sad.
Yeah.
So let's share screen. Let's go to what is this? Ghetto Gronk? Let's share it. Oh, can you see this?
Now I can.
Are we here?
We're here.
Oh, this is from the past week. All right, Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. This is Steve's MVP. That's jokes.
It's a regular season award, damn it.
He does this, man. Let's see what else we got. Oh, so this is what he does in the postseason. Look, bam, he's gone. You see him? No, you don't. Regular season, playoffs, gone. Let's see
Hey,
what
he
else
showed
we
up
got
in the
here.
AFC Championship. Or
Yeah,
not
this-
championship, the
yeah.
games before.
Yes, we have this video where it's a fake MVP, essentially. Called him a fraud. Yeah, you see him yelling there. Oh, having trouble playing this video? That's all right. Lamar is a choker. It is true. It is damn true. It is Ray Lewis waiting. Yes. But yeah, this hurts as a Sixers fan, but it's
That's the best one.
It's kinda true. Lamar Jackson next season. I'd love to see that duo, honestly.
That would be a great duo.
And then, oh no, Taylor Swift.
no.
Oh no. I'll stop sharing.
But those are our
And
best
yes.
memes of the year.
Those
I don't know if
were.
they were the best, but that was kind of on the fly. I enjoyed all the Eagles downfall memes, and he enjoyed Lamar Jackson being a bum in come playoff time. So
Yeah.
cool. Now,
Yeah,
do you
don't
have your
worry.
best player of the year ready?
Yes, I don't worry about Giants. I don't waste my time with them, so I don't even
Yeah,
look at memes for them.
they're a dumpster fire. I know, I get it.
Yes, I don't waste my time with them. But yes, I do have my play of the year ready for you. Of course, I'll throw it right back at Steve right here. I'll throw it right back at him because this play in week whatever it was incredible. Incredible. Look at this. Look at this play. I don't know if you can hear this, but the ball placement, beautiful. Catch, beautiful. Beautiful. Better than Odell's catch, in my opinion. Because why? He had a defender right on him. It wasn't. Odell's catch was not contested. All he had to do was go back. He had to hold the guy off and then go one hand and keep his feet in. Incredible stuff, Mr. A.J. Brown.
They can't even spell incredible
Mr.
right.
Mr. Arthur Juwan
Did
Brown.
you see the title of that
Good
video?
job. Good job. Incredible. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It says
Take it
incredible.
up with the NFL, man. Take it up with the NFL, man.
You picked the wrong video.
I can
man.
adjust
Let
as a
me-
ratings adjuster. I could adjust the title.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, for my best play of the year, I'll give it a nice little intro. It was the first game of the season on Monday Night Football when Aaron Rodgers went down and everything was going bad, and the Jets were probably going to lose to the Bills. But the Hard Knocks legend, Xavier Gipson, had something to say about that. So let's roll the tape, shall we? Let's roll the tape. This was my favorite play of the year. It was just amazing seeing it go down. So let's watch it, shall we? Let's watch it. Whoa, here we go. Boom.
Sam Martin corrals the snap. It's a short punt. Gibson on the return. Near side. I don't see any flags. Gibson inside the 30. Hits the Jets. And he's going to go. Jets win it. Touchdown. Rookie Xavier Gibson. Game over.
So there you go. There you have it. That is my play of the year. I think that was just a great start to the season. Jets fans were pumped up after that. They just lost Aaron Rodgers for the whole year, but that play right there got them excited for, the rest of the year, and it was just a great start to the season. And I love the call by Joe Buck. Great call right there by him. He's one of the best announcers in the game. People shit on him, but all in all, I've grown to him over the years. But all in all, that is my best play of the game. Xavier Gipson, rookie for the Jets, balled out, and it was a hell of a game. So that is the best play of the year, presented by me, Pay Saquon.
That might be the best play they had in like the last 5 years, right there.
Probably.
I like the pick. But
I think that's
it is with great sorrow to announce that this edition of the Benchies, the second annual Benchy Awards, is now concluded. Thank you for watching. If you made this far, hit a like, subscribe. If this video gets 1 like, we'll do it again next year.
Let's go.
We love you. We'll be active on the Instagram. We got one of those. We'll be active on the X, right? Not Twitter, X. Shout out Arnold and Doc Rivers and Nick Sirianni for stopping by.
Yes.
We also got TikTok. Maybe they'll make an appearance on the TikTok timeline. Maybe. We'll see. And yes, subscribe on YouTube. We're still here. And we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts, we are there. We are there for you. We're also, I can't forget you, but last but certainly not least, Facebook. We love you, old people. At least I do. I don't know. I think Arnold's trending to being old, so we love Arnold. And
Yes.
Arnold's old. We love you. So
We
we'll be
love
on
you.
there for
love you,
Mr. Arnold. Yes, we'll be on there for you, Arnold. Yes.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
with that being said, this is the Benchies, the best award show in the NFL. And stay tuned to BenchWire for more content. We'll have the Super Bowl prediction video out next week, and we'll have another podcast. Maybe a special guest will be joining us, so stay tuned. And with that being said, BenchWire
Out.